What's up, everybody? It's your boy, some call me Quinn. Yes, we are back at the I Snuck in Here podcast. Hey, we had a couple technical difficulties 2 weeks ago when we did a review for the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie that came out. So we had to scrap that whole pod that we recorded. But nevertheless, we back and we back for more. Today we are gonna go over the top 10 box office superhero movies of all time. On top of that, we also X-Men 98, not 98, 97 just wrapped up. So we're going to go over that. And we also going to talk a little bit of Spider-Man Brand New Day as well, since we didn't get to do it 2 weeks ago. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube page and to our Facebook page, the I Snuck in Here podcast. We greatly appreciate it. It makes us do what we do, and we bring all the goods to you. So with that being said, let's get to it.
I'm shutting the whole block down. Here comes trouble, homie. I'ma tell you how the king like to ride, homeboy. I like my beat, and my top. You see me ride 24. Hey, shop, hey, holla at you like you're getting wood. And you're talking it back. If you're real sick, hey, yo, what the bitch.
Like I said, we got a lot to bring to you today. We're talking X-Men 97. We're talking Spider-Man Brand New Day. And we're talking the top 10 box office superhero movies of all time. But before we get started, you know we can't do this without my partner in crime, Cirque Money. Where you at, baby?
Right here. I just snuck in, my good brother. How you doing?
I am fantastic as always, man. As always. The people ain't seen us in a while. it's been a minute. We've been on vacation. Man. Yeah, but go ahead.
Sometimes, just like how the lightsaber was saying, recharge. Sometimes that's what we got to do. We got to recharge in order for our chakra, for our power level to be what it needs to be, so that people can get all the knowledge, all the goods. They got to come here for that testimony, because we giving it out like it's church.
Absolutely. I feel like, Green Lantern got to charge the power ring up, put it in the lantern, charge up. I don't got no Green Lantern books, though. That's crazy. I need to get some. I gotta get some of those. I actually need a power ring. Oh, bro, before we even get into this, Best Buy, the Transformer movie from 1987 or whatever, the power of Matrix that they take out of Optimus Prime's chest and they put it in Hot Rod, they sell it and you pull it open and it lights up, and it's gonna be the greatest $125 I've ever spent, because I'm definitely getting it, and I'll find a spot to put it behind me for sure.
Is this like something that is going to sell out? Is it like an online purchase?
I have no idea. I saw a TikTok with it, and the dude showed out, and I immediately said I had to have it.
Transformers is probably one of the few things I don't have in my collection of just, of nerd culture. I feel terrible even admitting that.
Yeah. I got two Transformer comic books. The comic books are actually really good, but I only have two. But growing up, that was my favorite cartoon, Transformers. That was my go-to. Not so much the newer movies, but
yeah, I was about to ask you, were you a fan of the Michael Bay films, or
they didn't look like Transformers? They didn't feel like Transformers. Those movies are so discombobulated. Nah, I'm not a fan of those. Now, Bumblebee, that movie, that was really good. Bumblebee was really good. I was like, oh, now they're getting it when everybody's over it. But anywho, we're not here to talk Transformers. We're not here to talk Transformers. Let's get to what we came here. So X-Men 97 just wrapped up.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would like to hear what you thought of the whole season, because I don't know. You may be surprised of what I got to say.
Okay. First of all, I will say this. I am a massive fan of X-Men 97. I enjoy it. But I real quick, if you're asking me, I enjoy season 1 better than season 2. I'm going to say that. But I did enjoy season 2 a lot. Episode 4 is probably one of the greatest cartoons that I've ever watched in my entire life. The bars they was spitting, the way Apocalypse was talking, the way Charles was talking, the way they my bad. Spoiler alert for X-Men 97. If you have not seen it, we are about to dive in. The way they murked Magneto, it was crazy. I think I watched that episode at least 4 or 5 times. And when I got tired of watching the whole episode, I would just go straight to the end because it was just crazy. The animation was dope. But with that being said, my issue with season 1 kind of had the same issue as well, but not as much. They rushed through so much.
Yeah.
Like they did like 4 stories in this season. It's like you could have literally made a season out of all of those if that's what you really want to do. I think they should have just focused on the Apocalypse story. I don't think there was a reason for the side quest with Polaris. It was cool to see her, but I didn't think there was a reason for it. She wasn't that big of a deal at the end of the day. The Danger Room was cool, but that was the Emma Frost story in the comic books. Which is where's it? I got it somewhere. That's Emma Frost story, and they made it Polaris' story. They rushed. Wolverine getting his bone claws. Episode 5 was the worst episode of both seasons to me, but I still like the season. I'm not harping on it. It was just some things I would have did a little bit different. What you got?
I like season 2 better.
Okay.
Episode 2 of season 2 was that moment that we fiend for when we just waiting for the goosebumps to just start popping up on our arms. Dude, when that intro came on and the intro said X-Force, that was something that as a kid I used to dream would show on the screen. And to have X-Force going against X-Factor, it was just, oh my God. I went back to being 19 years old in my mind, and I'm watching it, and I'm just like, this is some of the illest stuff. I agree. The side mission episodes they could have done without, especially the one with the Alpha team when Wolverine went to go back to Canada,
I hated it. I legit hated that episode. Sabretooth wasn't acting like Sabretooth. Well, first of all, how did he just get them all to just team up with him? Like there was no explanation. He just got Lady Deathstrike and Sabretooth. I hated that episode. I won't let you know that. Only thing cool about the episode was Omega Red. But Omega Red is still cool to me. But episodes 1 through 4 was
hitting.
Some of the best TV I've seen.
Now, do you think that some of the episodes lack substance because we know of the scandal that went on with the original showrunner, Bo DeMayo? Do you believe that because he only got to, I think he said like 60% of season 2, do you believe that anything that didn't feel that it wasn't flowing, do you think that was the stuff he wasn't involved in?
He wrote the entire season. He didn't have anything to do with the edits. He didn't. The season was originally 10 episodes.
Yeah,
it was originally 10 episodes for the season, and I guess the direction that he was going in episode 10. The 800-pound elephant in the room, Onslaught. Everything about this season hinted at them going and Professor Xavier turning into Onslaught. And I think they're pivoting from that because I don't think they're ready to do it just yet. But clearly they're going to have to talk about it eventually because that's literally, if you go to the comic books right now, like that's what was happening.
Do you think that they lean too much into Cable just being that dogs chasing the bone. Do you like? Was it a little bit too repetitive with Cable just focusing on Apocalypse and just? I mean, spoiler alert. He shot Gambit in the face, like
Boom, murked him.
murked him.
Murked Gambit, and it is what it is. But
Did
you know what?
Did it ever become a little tiring to you?
That part, no. But again, I get why you would think that. But if they would have got rid of the side quest episodes, and added more meat and potatoes, like after episode 4, there was no point for Storm or Forge. I mean, I don't care about Forge, but Storm was on the sideline this entire time. Beast was there, but Beast didn't really do shit. Bo DeMel must hate Wolverine because I think he just made that bullshit Wolverine episode because you have to. But other than that, Wolverine plays no part in X-Men 97. He is nothing. Now, my boy Nightcrawler got busy. Nightcrawler got busy. I felt like I was playing the arcade game. Remember the old arcade X-Men game? That's what I felt like watching this.
That's exactly the vibes. That's how you could tell Bo is a true fan of everything that comes related to comics, whether it's the video games or a certain movie that did well. He's someone that is a historian when it comes to these figures. And I love how we were able to see Cyclops being a conflicted leader.
Yeah.
We didn't see Cyclops as the leader that it apparently knows everything. No, Cyclops is a flawed man. And I love that they focus on all of his flaws because that's what made him more relatable. That's what it gave him that, we were able to humanize him and we were able to see like he got relationship issues. He got issues with his kid.
That's why if you're going to go X-Corp storyline, that's why you bring Emma Frost in. Let's make it really complicated. If we're really going to go there, let's make it really complicated and bring in, hey, look, Cyclops got some women. He has women, Emma Frost, Psylocke, Jean Grey, all of them that got down with Cyclops. Like, it would have got so uncomfortable with Jean and Emma Frost being there, and then you throw in the Wolverine of it all. Like, you could really have a story. That's why I'm saying they should have just slowed down and really got into it. But they're burning through so many stories. It's like, what's his name? I forget the who's in charge of the division now. But 3 and 4 is already guaranteed. They're already working on season 3 and 4. But he wants to do 10 seasons. I'm like, at this pace, you're not going to have 10 seasons worth of stories.
No, one thing that I am frustrated is the Havoc and Cyclops.
Oh,
it's like, dude, can we just get to them knowing that they're brothers? Like we found out about his dad as a Starjammer when we were kids.
Were they ever, and I'm being real, were they ever on screen together in this season? I don't think they were ever on screen together.
No.
They were on screen in the original X-Men.
The original, yeah.
And it was like, what gives when they shot each other and nothing happened. But I don't even think they saw each other in this season.
No. And for them to be dropping like, I think they use Morph for eye candy, right? Because
cameos.
When he morphs into like what was he? Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, dude, no way in hell someone is going to be able to guess that's one of the characters that he was going to morph into.
Right.
If we can get more little eye candy things that make us go, ooh, that will help us get through those episodes that we really didn't need. The episode where Creed was put on trial. Yeah. Do you think we needed that episode with the acolytes and Creed and Nightcrawler?
that this again, this is, if you go and read that comic, if you read what's happening in that with Asteroid M, when Colossus goes bad because his sister's dead, and that could have been a season. And the fact that they did what's his name? Oh, what is his name? The one that Creed shot. I'm so mad. Exodus. His name's Exodus. The way they killed Exodus, who's been alive since like the 1700s and one of the most powerful mutants that there was, and he gets shot and dies, is crazy. I hate how they did Exodus. I was like, if you just wanted Colossus on the team for next season, you didn't have to kill Magic. You could have just brought him on the team. He has been an X-Men for a long time. But they rushed that. So no, even though another dope Nightcrawler, I'm telling you, he's a Nightcrawler person. That was another dope Nightcrawler episode. But that episode, Wolverine's episode, and the Danger Room, all the side quest episodes.
I think we needed the Danger Room episode because we were just dealing with the ramifications of Professor X and his PTSD with Magneto dying, and and with Polaris there, it was able to give Professor X a little bit of he's a piece of him is still here, not just in my conscious, but his daughter is here, and that same power that was in in Eric is in his child. So,
but Danger is supposed to join the team though. Like Danger becomes a X-Men. Like they killed her in this, but she becomes an X again. I love this season. Let me let that everybody know. I do love this season. I like the pacing a little bit more of season 1 because there was 10 episodes. They stayed a little bit more on brand with what they were doing with it. In this one, I think they just kind of went too fast. Like X Factor. I love X Factor, especially that time period of X Factor. Wolfbane is such a deep character, and they didn't even go into it. It's like she never transforms into her human form. She's just always Wolfbane. I don't even think she talked. I don't think she said one thing of dialogue, Wolfbane. What's her name? Siren came in out of nowhere in the last episode. We haven't seen her once. She was never on the team.
Never.
She was never on the team. She just came out of nowhere. Oh, Siren's there. I was like, wait, what?
I love Multiple Man. I've always been a Multiple Man
Jamie Madrox.
So see, I love in the comics how he's such a wise ass, and the shit that he didn't did some real he did some stuff I wish I could do. I wish I could make a couple versions of myself. You know what I'm saying, to get busy. But that's another show. But all right, the way that they killed Exodus.
Go ahead.
I want to go to Exodus again real quick. The way that they killed Exodus, it reminded me of the way that Ant-Man killed Kang.
Right?
It's like, if you're so almighty and powerful, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Those are little things that turn me off, because I'm like, do better.
And also, why are you fencing with Nightcrawler? You don't have to fence with Nightcrawler. You should just whoop Nightcrawler's ass. Like, why are you fencing with him, like, on guard? Like, what are we talking about right here? Like, I mean, I get it for the visuals because they both teleport and they can both use swords. I get the visual effect of it, but just me thinking, like, realistically, like, I'm not about to fence with you. I'm just about to snap your neck real quick. Like, you're done.
Does Nightcrawler need to stay gone for season 3, or can the Celestial, what's his name, Essos? Oh, I think that was the Celestial name.
Yeah, it was the Essos or something like that. Yeah, because it's not the one from. I thought it was the one from the Eternals, but it's not. It's not him. It's the other
Do,
one. So yes.
do you think that Nightcrawler needs to stay gone, or do you feel that Celestial will allow Nightcrawler to return? Because oh my God, I can't remember the comic, but I know an incursion was happening, and one of the Celestials stepped in because Tony Stark was able to just talk that talk and get the Celestial to see it from his point of view, and it stopped an incursion from happening. So basically what I'm asking is, do you think that Nightcrawler needs to stay dead for the storyline to stay cemented, or can he come back?
I think he needs to stay dead. Like death has to matter at some point. I get it's a comic book and everybody comes back, but it has to matter. It's only a matter of time until they bring Magneto back. Like they're not going to keep Magneto dead. Gambit's back now. Like somebody has to stay dead.
Yeah.
And for him to do that sacrifice, he has to be dead for at least a season. Like I don't want to see Nightcrawler next season.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, let's at least go one season thinking, all right, everything's not okay with it. But overall, I do enjoy it. I give it an 8 on just because it had one of the best comic book scenes I've ever seen in my life with episode 4. And yeah, I give it an 8. What you give it?
I give it 8. Even matter of fact, I give it an 8.5 because of the unsung hero of this season, and that is Jubilee. Jubilee is living up to being an Omega level mutant. And
I hate that. Let me pause you.
No, dude, no.
I hate that. No. No, I gotta pause you because
okay.
I hate the fact that Marvel and everybody. Can we stop throwing out everybody's an Omega level mutant? Because then it has no meaning anymore. Omega level mutants, there was only like 10 of them. And now it's like, oh, this person's an Omega level mutant now. No, they're alpha, maybe alpha level. They're not everybody is Storm, not everybody's Magneto, not everybody's Apocalypse. Everybody cannot be an Omega level mutant. I hate it. I rebuke it. I won't let you do it. I was mad when they made Iceman an Omega level mutant, but it makes sense. I get it, but stop. Please stop.
So Marvel's doing the same thing that Dragon Ball Z did with making everyone a Saiyan.
Yeah.
A Super Saiyan, I mean.
And I love Dragon Ball Z, but at the end of the day, now Goku, first he couldn't beat Frieza, now he's fighting a god. It's like, what are we talking about at this point?
I got you.
Like
did you enjoy Jubilee though at all this season?
No, I did.
Okay.
I loved her growth. I love that they threw her on X-Force, and X-Force is out there murking people. She was kind of like the hey, let's not shoot everybody in the head, because they were shooting everybody in the head. They were doing it. But anywho, I loved it. I wish there was more. I feel like they should have gave us 10 episodes. But all the political stuff in the background with Bodemau, they had to switch it up. But let's move on. Let's move on to that 8-legged creature that's looking at you when you're taking a shower. Spider-Man Brand New Day came out less than 2 weeks ago. This what made us want to do this episode. So we're not going to harp on Spider-Man Brand New Day. We're just going to talk a little bit how we felt about it. And then we're going to go into the top 10 box office superhero movies of all time. Spider-Man is running close to $2 billion. We'll get you the numbers when we get to him on the list. But in less than 2 weeks, that is insane. It is insane. Everybody I know has either watched the movie, is going to watch the movie, or is going to watch the movie again for the second time, for the third time. Everybody is doing it. Like, this movie it might be the biggest movie of all time so far. When the dust settles and this thing leaves the theater.
As much as I don't want to agree with you, I have to say you're 100% correct on this one. And even with my previous stance of what I thought about the film, I can't ignore the numbers. I can't ignore the records that it's breaking. I can't ignore the fact that people are paying to see this movie 2, 3, 4 times. I've watched it 4 times myself because I'm trying to get out of certain ways of just being stubborn and like really take it all in. I can see now why people like the film. Actually, no. I can see why people love the film, but I'm still stuck with just liking the film. I think
And
it's almost
that's
at what.
you
I'm
made it
sorry, what you say,
somewhere.
bro?
Well,
Okay,
you didn't like before, so if you like it now, I'll give you that.
yeah, I'm liking now. What is it? 1.7, 1.8 billion? Did you say
It's
that is it?
1.6 right now.
Um, is this going to go down as the number one Marvel movie box office wise of all time? Or when they re-release Endgame, are those ticket sales from the re-release of Endgame, does that go towards the original
Yes,
box
yes, it
office?
does.
So it does?
Uh-huh. Yeah, the same. So Endgame is already, if you just do original theatrical release, is already the biggest movie of all time. But they re-released Avatar years later, and Avatar retook it. They put it back in the theater. So Endgame is coming back out, and it's only 12 million behind Avatar, and it's gonna have new footage in it. So it's gonna go and take the number one spot back again for that. And I think that's a cheat. James Cameron cheated. So I'm sure
He
when he
did.
tries to release another Avatar, he's gonna re-release this one. Like it's fake at this point. So to me, Endgame is still the top.
Do you, because I know you enjoyed Brand New Day. Are you surprised of how well it is done?
No, I'm not. And once we get into this list, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not shocked about it, because man. Now I will say this: they did kind of trick the system a little bit, because Spider-Man was released simultaneously here around the world and in China all at once. So normally China has a delayed release for their
Yeah.
movies, but it was released immediately. So that's why it skyrocketed it out the gates, because of China. That still doesn't defeat the purpose that it did 1.6 in less than 2 weeks, though.
I'm really shocked that they were able to pull that off, because usually a film, like you said, it doesn't come out until 2, 3, even sometimes 5 months later in China.
Yeah, but
I'm really shocked.
China rocks with Spider-Man, and there's like they rock with China. I said China-Man. Wow, sorry, no, Spider-Man. Jesus Christ, not China-Man.
It
I'm
did
so sorry.
it did 185 million alone in China.
In China, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they did it all at once with that. So I like the movie. Again, to me, when the dust settled, it is my second favorite movie. Spider-Man movie is my second favorite Spider-Man movie behind Spider-Man 1. I know a lot of people love Spider-Man 2, which is great. I think Spider-Man 2 is a fantastic movie. I just love the Green Goblin, and I love the Norman Osborn of everything with it. But Spider-Man Brand New Day is flawed. There are a lot of I have a ton of issues with this movie, but not enough for me to not go in there and enjoy it and look at the story and the acting and the Punisher and the Hulk of everything. I love it. We're going to talk about a little bit more down the line, so I'm not going to speak on it too much more. But if you don't got anything else, then I'll move on to the box office.
I'm mad that we didn't know what Peter did for a living to make money.
He just had all this stuff.
I mean, I believe you can find some things in the scrapyard, but what are you doing? Are you reselling that stuff on eBay? That's how you're paying for your pizza? Like,
they could have easily just said, Tony left him like a trust fund or something.
Yeah, and I mean,
because he had money. I mean, that big ass apartment in New York with equipment and stuff. I know he tried to make it look like he's living in a bum, but that was a lot of space for New York. But you ain't had no job,
space, bro. So I wish they would have done that. I wish they would have left the scene in with what's her name? Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson as a night nurse.
Yeah, because it would make sense in how we see him without his mask on in the hospital bed, because she with the shits. She know Frank. So I wish they would have left that scene in. It would have just flowed a little better.
I mean, the movie's already 2 hours and 30 minutes though, so I guess they didn't. There was some stuff they could have shaved out.
Yeah, they could have shaved out a lot of the extra dialogue with Jean Grey, but I digress.
Let's talk about it on the back end.
Yeah.
Let's talk about going back in. Hey, we are about to go into the top 10 superhero box office movies of all time. Hey, but before we go into it, please like and share. Please follow us on YouTube. We do it for the people. Follow us on Facebook. We do it for the people. We put a lot of work into this. So, hey, just hit that little like button and we're going to keep giving you the good stuff. All right, let's go into it. So the first movie of the top 10 is going to be Captain America: Civil War. It made $1.15 billion at the box office. It is also our first intro into Tom Holland Spider-Man. I'll let you speak on it first.
This is my second. I ranked it second with all of the MCU films. This movie,
out of all 38 or whatever, this is number 2.
Oh yeah. And I'll just go ahead and say it now to get out the way. Number 1 will always be Winter Soldier, and number 2 is Civil War. And I know a lot of people are going to give me slack. And number 3 is Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
Okay, hold on. Are we including Avengers movies, or are we just talking about the other movies?
We're talking about all of the MCU films.
Oh yeah, you smoking good stuff.
It's okay, maybe it's okay. But yeah, Civil War was great. It was our introduction to T'Challa. I mean, like you said, introduction to Tom Holland. The storyline that they did with what is his name? With the Baron.
Yeah, Bron Strucker, perfect villain.
Perfect villain. And then the way that Robert Downey Jr. acted with his eyes as Tony Stark in that scene when he finally sees the footage of Bucky killing his parents, his eyes, the way he looks at Steve and the way he looks at Bucky, he's looking like, yo,
This is why I have the issue. This is why I have the issue with Steve Rogers being able to pick up Mjolnir, because Steve Rogers was dead ass wrong in this movie.
Dead ass wrong.
I get he's your best friend, but damn, I thought I was your friend too. And this dude killed my parents, both of them. You knew. Steve Rogers, Captain America Steve Rogers is the most selfish character in all of MCU. He is wrong.
Wait a minute. More than Loki?
More than Loki, because Loki knows what he's doing is wrong. Steve
Now, what you
Rogers think
smoking?
Steve when a person thinks he's doing something being and righteous about it, and no, the reason they couldn't sign the Sokovia Accords is because you didn't want people to tell you what to do. There's law and order in all through the world. You gotta have law and order. Steve, look, I don't care. I'm a die on this hill. But I will say this: for Captain America being a character that I don't care about at all in the comics, he has the best trilogy.
Oh,
He has the best trilogy in the MCU.
easily.
Because, like I said, Winter Soldier, I agree with you. Winter Soldier is the best one, and I don't. But I don't include Avengers movies though when I say that. When you just say individual movies, Winter Soldier, it should be like the blueprint for all of them. It's
Because
fantastic.
I just believe that a good comic book movie is a movie that you forget that it's a comic book movie. To me, that's what a good comic book movie is.
Yes,
Like,
you
when
could
it's not
take Winter
campy.
Soldier. Go ahead. Go, my bad.
When it's not campy, and when it's not like pew pew, like I'm shooting with my hands. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're getting submerged into this film, and you're forgetting that these are made up characters. Like,
Yeah.
they're not real.
Yeah. Now he gets a boost with Civil War. Let's get back to Civil War because we kind of went off tangent with Winter Soldier. We could do a review on Winter Soldier one day though. But Civil War is a cheat code though because it's really Avengers 2.5.
I agree.
It's more of Avengers movie than it is a Captain America movie. They had to pivot with, you know why they did this, right? They had to do it because DC was doing Batman versus Superman.
Yep.
And they were like, hold my beer. we're gonna give you Civil War, and there's nothing you can do about it. We're not gonna have Captain America go up alone against Batman versus Superman. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that. And they won. So yeah, Civil War. It's good. It's entertaining to me. I think it's placed properly where it is on the, because I enjoyed it, but it's not my favorite, but it is good. It is good. Introduced us to Black Panther, introduced us to Spider-Man. Chadwick acted his ass off, RIP.
Oh yeah.
But okay, let's move to number 9. Number 9 is Iron Man 3 at $1.2 billion. 1.2 billion.
Can I just say something real quick? Just get it out the way.
Go ahead.
I fell asleep both times I went to go see this film. My daughter at the time, I think she was like 10 or 11. She wanted to see it real bad, and I was hyped up in the beginning, like, you know what I mean, that it's a new Iron Man film because Iron Man 2 is my favorite Iron Man out of his trilogy. But part three was just, I don't know, dude. It just seemed like there's a lot of cut and paste of how can we make these quick little little jokes of satire, and putting what is it? Sir Ben Kingsley? I think that's his name.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley.
The whole thing with who's the real Mandarin? What is it? Was the Mandarin, right?
Mandarin, yeah.
Yeah. And dude, I didn't like it. I think you wasted an actor like Guy Pearce in this film. Like, you could have brought Guy Pearce. You could have brought Guy Pearce in later for something great, and you wasted him in this.
Oh,
film?
okay. I get what you're saying. I personally thought Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin, like before the reveal, was terrifying. I thought this Mandarin is amazing. Like, it was so good. I can still watch this movie and I still like the performance before he turns into the actor. Because he's terrifying. I'm like, dude, this is a perfect Mandarin. Like, this is perfect. My big issues with this film though, because they made like 40 suits, and if you watch this film, they just bust through a car hits it, the suits explode all over the place. Like every time the suits get touched, they just break apart and fall. I'm like, no, they're not breaking apart and falling. This is like addition. If you're on Mark 40 of Iron Man suits, it's gonna be super durable and stuff like that. I get the prototypes that he was working on, but in the movie, they're just busting through suits. I'm like, that's not a thing. I don't hate this movie. It is an acquired taste. I will say that it is not for everybody. I don't think it's horrible. I think Iron Man 2 gets more hate than it should. People hate Iron Man 2 more than this one for some reason. And I like Iron Man 2. Like I have no problem with Iron Man 2. Iron Man 1 is still my favorite, but Iron Man 2 is good. This one, you have to, it's like that one person that you take home late at night, but you don't tell nobody about. Like you watch this movie, you don't tell nobody you watching it. I don't have no problem with it. I don't have no problem with it. But what?
Can we put a debate to sleep? Is this a Christmas movie?
It is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It is a Christmas movie. The director, what's his name? Who made this? Something Black.
Not John Farrow. Shane Black.
No, Shane Black. All his movies are Christmas based.
Okay.
So that's why they're always in the winter. So it's always Christmas. I think that's a thing. I think his thing of making everything Christmas theme, all his movies, helped not make this movie as good as it should have been. Because of I get you have your thing, but that's stupid. That's not stupid. It's stupid for this movie. For this movie. Like, why are we doing Winter Iron Man? But Iron Man 1.2 billion. Sure, it's Iron Man. I mean, it's the reason they're bringing him back for Doom. He prints money. Not Iron Man. Well, Robert Downey. Robert Downey prints money. All right, we're going to number 8 on the list. Deadpool and Wolverine at $1.3 billion. Marvel Jesus is what they call him.
Marvel Jesus.
Well, I think he just calls himself that.
He calls himself that.
I feel like if he was Marvel Jesus, he'd be a little bit higher on the list. But it's just me.
You made a statement. It was like a month or two ago, and it popped in my mind when I was getting ready to watch this the other day. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, Q was right. Like, this is a film that I really don't care to rewatch. Like,
it's not rewatchable. I
got the wow factor out, and now I can't really just sit and rewatch it and enjoy it again. The lightning is out of the bottle. So right. I totally agree with that comment that you made a couple of months ago. It's a one and done.
All the people that's going to jump in the comments talking about Deadpool this, Deadpool that. I like Deadpool. When I went to the movie, actually, I saw this in the movie twice. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It is fun. It's funny. It's a Deadpool movie, but there are no stakes in a Deadpool movie. They can go and stab each other a million times, shoot each other up. Nobody's gonna die. Like, there's no stakes. And then the nostalgia of it when you have Blade and you have Elektra come in there and X-23 and then Gambit that we never saw before. It's a nostalgia thing, and that's there's another movie down the road that I have the exact same issue with. This one a lot more though, but it's not rewatch. I'm not going to just sit at home and turn this on and be like, yeah, let me watch it, because there's no heart to it. It's just punch, 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 stab, stab, stab. There's no heart to this movie at all.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Deadpool Wolverine. Number 7, at $1.4 billion is the original Black Panther film. I love this film. I don't care. Activate Blackness. I love this film. So it ain't even because of that. It's just a great film. It has a great villain. Chadwick as T'Challa is fantastic. This is why my biggest gripe was everybody's saying we can't recast T'Challa. No, you have to recast T'Challa. You have to tell the story of T'Challa. I don't want to see Shuri as Black Panther. I get that Shuri is Black Panther in some points in the comic. I get that point. But this Shuri was not made to be Black Panther. That story was never going that way. And for us to have to pivot and make her Black Panther and really kill T'Challa off is crazy. If you take any other superhero, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, how many different versions of them have there been? They just move on. They just pick another actor to play the role.
Do you think that Disney and Marvel was too afraid of the woke movement?
Yes.
And cancel culture?
Yes. They listened too much to the internet instead of going out there and making the movie they should have made. I get it. And I was sad. I love Chadwick Boseman. I think he's phenomenal in everything he's done. But that man would not have wanted the character of T'Challa to have died with him.
No. May I interject real quick?
Yeah.
Is it any room for Killmonger to become the hero? Is there any room for him to become the leader? Do we like it. You would hate it?
I would hate it.
Okay. I got one more thing. I love this film, but the CGI was terrible, and I just got to say it.
Oh no, there was bad. There was definitely some bad CGI. I mean, but let's be honest though. Like sometimes when you're watching like Civil War, when Tony and Rhodey are standing next to each other and their heads are floating pretty much off of their suits. Like there's been some bad CGI. But yes, you are right. I'm not disagreeing. There's some bad CGI.
And I got one more other thing to add to this. Ryan Coogler was so smart to film such a big scene in South Korea because he knew he may have a battle with getting the film in China. So he thought to himself, well, what's another Asian market that could give us great numbers? And it was South Korea. So that he intentionally did that whole fight scene with them going to the gambling and all that, so they could lock in. Yes, and that's why he's such a visionary like director. I thought that was immaculate. That was great marketing in doing something like that. I agree they should have recasted T'Challa a long time ago. I don't know.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. David Johnson.
I don't like the new Black Panther. Okay.
Hey,
okay.
I thought so. When he walked out, look, I hear you. I was happy that we were getting T'Challa. I thought it was going to be what's his name? Damon Idris. Idris. Snowfall.
Franklin.
Yeah. But they have you seen the trailer to the Great Value Black Panther movie that's coming out with everybody in it?
The Bone and something, yeah.
I'm like, bro, why didn't you wait for the Disney bag?
No, dude.
But speak on it. I know you had something to say about
this.
No,
go ahead. Land that plane, baby. Land that plane.
Okay. So when David Johnson came out and he was announced, first of all, I thought he was a lot younger than what he is. He's 30. I thought he was younger, but he came down. What? He came down hunched over, kind of like he was humble. Like, I need my Black Panther to come out head back, like. But he came out humble, and I was on the fence. I was on the fence until somebody showed me this, and I'm like, Oh, because apparently he's a good actor. I haven't seen him, but you've seen him and stuff. Apparently he's good. Oh, I've seen him in Aliens. What's that show?
Well, no, he was in Alien Covenant. No, was it Covenant?
The TV show, whatever. He's like a cyborg or something like that. A synth. That's what they call him. I was on the fence until somebody showed me this. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I see it. He looks like him, bro. He looks like him. Until somebody showed me this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is their cousin's brothers or somebody's son.
Oh wow.
I trust in Ryan Coogler, man. I trust him.
Yeah, go ahead and speak on that other reason why we got him and we didn't get Damon.
You want me to speak on it?
Hey,
we didn't get Damon because what was brought to my attention by somebody in the room that I didn't realize until you said it. Damon Idris goes with Lori Harvey, who is Michael B. Jordan's ex. So, and Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler are like this. You're not about to put my ex's current on and off boyfriend in this movie that I'm still a part of producing, and you my dude. It's not happening. So Michael B. Jordan, as humble as he is, he ain't no punk. I'm pretty sure he called Ryan Coogler and said, "You better not get him that role.
You bet not dead." Okay, this is the name of the movie that Damon Idris is going to be in. Children of Blood and Bone. It is based on a graphic novel from a South African author. It's a woman. I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not going to butcher it. It has a cast out of this world, right?
Crazy cast.
But the problem is monkey see, monkey do. Everyone
use the word monkey at this point.
Oh, damn,
probably a bad time to use the word monkey.
Bad time. Okay. Everybody gonna look at the film and they're gonna be like, this is Timu Wakanda.
It's Timu Wakanda. Like even the heroine of the story has white hair. Oh, so it's Storm. Is she Storm? Like, dude,
I think this is gonna be a career killer.
Not for the established actors, but it's going to be a career kicker for whoever that girl is.
Her and I think Damon's going to take a hit on this too, bro, because that movie that he did with Brad Pitt. I know we got to move on. That movie he did with Brad Pitt when they were race car drivers. That was supposed to be the movie that took him to a new level, right?
Yeah.
Apple TV didn't do what they were supposed to do with getting that movie into all of the theaters that they had originally said that they were going to do. The movie did not do well.
What was it? It was called F1. It did great. It did great.
Bro.
It did great. It did. Yeah, that movie did $634 million.
You got Brad Pitt and
hold on. Nah, I gotta stop you right there. I'm talking to everybody. Look. We cannot make the benchmark for a successful movie $1 billion. That's not a real thing. That is not a real thing.
Everybody not going platinum.
Everybody not going platinum, bro. Like it's. I mean, everybody not going diamond. That's diamond. Like, so this man went triple platinum, and that's still not good enough. Like, we have to lower the bar.
Okay,
like $634 million for older Brad Pitt and Damon Idris. That's a solid. That's good money. What's it called? Project Hail Mary did $600 million. That's a successful movie. Devil Wear Prada 2 made $600 million. Successful movie. Like, we can build a Billy can't be the mark. Now there's some movies that are supposed to hit a Billy. And it'll be like, okay, you didn't hit the Billy. What's going on? Like Doomsday, you better hit a Billy. You know what I'm saying?
Superman was supposed to hit a billy, wasn't it?
Superman was supposed to hit a billy. That's why its 600 million is a miss.
Okay.
There's some
I got you.
people, there's some movies that yes, a billy is the benchmark, but every other movie making 600 million, that's a successful. Matter of fact, I'm surprised they're not looking for part 2 at this point.
If Supergirl made 600 million, would that have been a home run for James Gunn?
Absolutely, but we knew that wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
We knew that wasn't going to happen. Superman barely made 600 million, let alone a Supergirl film. But moving on, so we're not here for hours.
Okay.
You know, I gotta play the Powerball. The next one up, what number am I on? 6, is going to be Age of Ultron at $1.4 billion.
Wait, are we only doing MCU films?
I'm glad you asked that. We're doing all superhero movies of all time.
Okay, apologies, sir. Carry on, sir.
Yeah. Age of Ultron is number, what did I say, 6? And before I get into this, I'm gonna give you a little spoiler with the way the question gets asked. There are 0 DC movies on this list. Not a Batman, not a Superman, not a nothing. DC does not belong on here at all. I mean, it does not that it doesn't belong, it's just not.
Money wise, because Dark Knight is a great film.
No. We're talking box office. We're talking box office. We're talking money. We're talking people actually paying to go see the film.
I'll save that till later. Okay.
There are no DC films on this list. But with that being said, number 6 is Age of Ultron. My personal least favorite Avengers movie. I think it's sloppy. It's all over the place. They were trying to set up things like when Thor goes into I have to go swim in the waters of Lake Minnetonka to see a vision. I'm like, what are we doing right now? Killing Quicksilver, dumb move. That was so dumb. Why would you kill Quicksilver?
Dude, there were so many things about this movie that I didn't like. This is what I could. This is nerd me. This is nerd Corey speaking. I felt that Joss Whedon was trying to outdo what the Russo brothers just did with Winter Soldier, and I believe that he was getting a lot of input from Kevin Feige of, hey, you add this, like you're trying to take the film this way, and no. What you did with the first Avengers movie, that was good, but now it's a different tone. Now we're going into a realism tone, and we want it to be more action. We want it to be more grounded. We don't want it to be all, jokey. I feel that they wasted a great villain like Ultron, because Ultron never is defeated. Let's just put that out there. Like you said, they wasted Quicksilver. What's something else I didn't like? They introduced Dr. Cho, but they wasted her, and they could have brought in her and her son and how he gets some of the whole Amadeus. You know what I mean? Like
Amadeus.
I hated the scene. I hate not the scene. Yeah, I hated the scene how they made the
Vision.
How they made Black Widow seem like she was a widow in distress, and she couldn't save herself. Dude, yeah, I don't like this film. I
don't. Okay, this is another one, just kind of like Iron Man 3. I didn't like this at first. My cousin made me go back and watch it, and I was like, okay, I don't hate it, but it's definitely. I'm definitely not like just putting it on. There's some things I liked about it. I like the Vision. That was cool. I mean, he looked straight from the comic book. I'm mad that they fixed, like, they made Captain America's shield magnetized, and that made sense. How it came back to his arm, and then we never saw that again after this movie. It just doesn't exist. But to speak on what you're talking about, the comic strip Age of Ultron is such a crazy storyline. Like, he takes over, he runs the Avengers into the ground. Like, Ultron could have been a Thanos.
Yes,
they could have Thanos Ultron. To put Ultron and close it down in one movie, it was a mistake. You should have saved him. I don't know, man. It's they like you said, they wasted Ultron completely in this movie. And I hated how his mouth moved. You're a robot. Why does his lips move like human skin? Like, you're made of vibranium. Your lips shouldn't be moved. I didn't like it. James Spader was a good Ultron, but I hated the fact that they blended the Tony Stark personality into it, so he was kind of jokey. Like, I was like, this. I don't like it. Well, if you know the comic books, he's not based off of Tony Stark. He's based off of Hank Pym, which is a very challenged hero in the comics. Of course, they couldn't do the stuff that Hank Pym did in the comics because nobody would buy his toys. But yeah, they just wasted it, bro. They wasted Ultron.
And then how they had that one scene when Ulysses S. Claw, when he got his hand on his arm, like, accidentally cut off by Ultron, like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then at the end of, what is it? Which movie has the tagline with Wanda and Quicksilver?
It's the time of the oh my god,
miracles.
The miracles. Yeah,
the miracles. Because they couldn't say mutants yet. But then in the very opening scene of Ultron, they storm Braun Strucker's castle and he's done. I'm like, bro, that another throwaway villain. This is when Marvel's really having a problem with villains. Like, bro, why y'all keep ruining the villains?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't. Let me get this off the screen. I don't like that movie. I don't.
They tried to replicate too many of that circular action scene when everyone's like in battle mode, like how they did in the first Avengers film.
Yeah, and
like
they was out in the forest.
They tried to do that like 2 or 3 times, and it's like, dude, like, you already did that trick. That pony trick is done.
Speaking of that pony trick, at number 5, we have the original Avengers at $1.5 billion. The OG. Can't nobody tell me nothing about the OG Avengers movie. I love it. I absolutely love it. When the strongest things in the world was Thor and the Hulk, like it should be. I love this movie. To watch the culmination of something that now we take it for granted. Now we're, like I said, we go into movies nitpicking. Oh, this is happening. This didn't happen. Bro, you've never seen any of this before. You got to understand what Marvel Studios was able to pull off. They took individual heroes from individual movies and they put them in one team up movie. It has never happened before. This movie was great, and I had the honor of being able to see it 3 weeks early because they were giving out tickets. I had to go at 6 a.m, and they had to take my phone, and I had to put it in the bag in a locker, and it was fantastic. I love this movie to this day. God.
The tickets you won, did you win like by yourself, or
I got 2 tickets?
And oh God, how did you for those 3 weeks? Were you like going around acting like you knew how to time travel? Like you had all of the information in the world?
Man, when I walked out of that movie, all I put on Facebook and said, I saw the Avengers, and it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And I won't say anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I just knew that we had people clapping, standing up, applauding. I'm talking about during the movie. when the Hulk said, "That's my secret cap. I'm always scared," and he punched that. Oh man, we went off. We went off.
Yeah.
Like it was a party at 6 a.m.
It was a great film. You had great tier villains because you had Loki as the protagonist of the film, but you had the Chitauri as the actual real threat of what's going on in New York City. Then you had the coolest brother. You had Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury.
Yep.
This movie was the perfect pot of gumbo.
Yeah.
The perfect pot of gumbo, bro. I have no complaints.
One of my favorite scenes, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. One of my favorite scenes is when, and it shows this like, because we was at first it was like, man, how is Black Widow and Hawkeye gonna make sense with this? But when Black Widow went and talked to Loki when he was in prison, and she tricked him into saying, he's like, "Oh, thank you. You want the Hulk? No problem." And went off, and that whole part of the Hulk scene when he finally freaks out on the helicarrier. Oh my God. Like the Hulk was the breakout star of this film. Like he was the breakout star. I was like, oh, this is the Hulk's film. Like when he came on the scene, it was over with.
It was over. And then the scene when he slung Loki around like a rag doll. Oh my God, that amazing. And I love the part when Tony Stark says he's playing Gallagher.
He's playing Gallagher.
Out of nowhere. Like, oh, that movie had everything.
And you know that's improv, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Thought I didn't see it, but that's all right. It's a great movie, man. And this is why I'm like, how do they keep fumbling the Hulk? I mean, they finally got it right, but like, how did you fumble the Hulk so bad when you had this gem of a character? I get you can't make the solo movie without Universal, but you can still put him in stuff. And the smart Hulk of everything just went way too long. It just went way too long.
You ever wonder why Universal doesn't want to play at the sandbox like Sony eventually did? Like, why do you think Universal is on that BS?
They have to eventually. I think Universal has more money. Has more money. Not too much longer, because with them popping $1 billion movies out for Sony. But I don't know, man. It's just give it to Marvel and split the costs. That's it. Like there's no reason. But like with Brave New World's Captain America, I mean, that was an Incredible Hulk movie that they didn't put an Incredible Hulk in. And that's why that movie has the issues that it has. You have one of his top villains, two of his top villains in there. And there's not even a mention of Bruce Banner in that movie. Like crazy. Anyways, let's not go off tangent. Okay, next movie. Number four is going to be, we spoke on it already, Brand New Day at $1.66 billion. Dude, he's a box office monster.
Tom Holland and Zendaya are having the greatest year ever. Because the Odyssey is going to win all type of awards.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? And then on the other side of the coin, you're in one of the highest grossing films of all time. So like, you couldn't tell me I'm not the shit. Like if I'm Tom Holland right now, there's nothing that you could tell me.
There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. Like, yeah, that's I mean, you want to talk about a power couple. Like all of our movies. There was something else she was in. They both been in like a few.
Dune.
Yeah, Dune. She's got Dune coming out too.
Yeah, Dune coming out
this year. Yeah. Yep. What you gonna tell either one of them? No. Can't tell them nothing. Let me ask you this question: Who's your? Nope. I'm gonna save it. No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna save it. Okay. One of the issues I will say out loud about this movie, because they were trying to not do CGI, they wanted the costume to look real. They didn't do a CGI costume, which I'm cool with. I wish they would still CGI the mask. The entire movie, the mask looked weird to me. The way you can see his ears and his face imprint kind of looked strange because they didn't put even today when people cosplay as Spider-Man, there's like a little shell that they put
like a
underneath
mask,
it.
like a hockey thing.
Yeah. And he didn't have it. So the whole movie, his head just looked really small and the ears just threw me off the entire movie. But again, this is probably going to be, if not the highest grossing film ever, it's going to come damn close to it when everything's done. It's less than 2 weeks and it's at 1.6. And it's fourth of all time right now. In 2 weeks, bro.
They've tripled what they put into cost, production, marketing, paying the actors. They've tripled what they put into this film.
I would throw Tom Holland $100 million right now as a retainer and be in the writing room writing Spider-Man 5.
Easily.
Like there's no way I'm letting this gravy train go.
Okay, because there is a such thing as, you know, you oversaturating it, and you know you stayed at the dance too long. Is it time to introduce Miles Morales?
After Doomsday.
After Doomsday, it's time to introduce Miles.
He has to be around the corner. I think they're waiting for the Into the Spider-Verse stuff to be done. The cartoons. I think they're waiting for that story of Miles Morales to finish up, and then he'll come in, which it should be done by the time Doomsday and Secret Wars is over with. So they might introduce him in Secret Wars, you know, if it makes sense. But let's move on to number 3. We're not gonna go too far. Number 3. No Way Home. No Way Home. Go ahead. I'll let you speak on it first.
I love this film so much. I almost pissed on myself in the theater because I wanted to sit and watch the end credit scene. Dude, I was like 5-6 years old doing the Twitch P dance in the theater because I didn't want to miss the end credit scene because I had already went online and heard it was talking about Doctor Strange and Wanda. Everything about this film was just the greatest. We had Tobey Maguire. That's my
Wait, what was the end credit scene for this? I thought it was Venom.
No, the end credit scene for this was Doctor Strange talking to Wanda in that field.
Oh yeah,
for white cherry blossom.
Because this came before Multiverse of Madness.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Okay. I love that we had Tobey Maguire in here, and I remember when you and I we would go to AMC at midnight to go watch the new Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. So I loved it. I loved everything about this. I felt that Andrew Garfield, that he redeemed himself because he had poor producers and writers with The Amazing Spider-Man. So I loved everything about it. I have no complaints about No Way Home. Oh wait, I do. Yeah, you know what? Killing killing Aunt May. I'm mad that Aunt May was killed.
Oh, see, I like a good story. I felt like that was the heart. Did I want her to die? No, she ended up being Brand New Day anyways. But I liked it. I liked of course Green Goblin. I love that part. But the reasons that I love this movie is the reasons why I don't like this movie as well. First of all, I love it. So I'm just going to say, just like I love Brand New Day, I love No Way Home, and I have issues with both of them. This is kind of like how I feel about Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a nostalgia movie. They're pulling at my heartstrings, knowing, of course, I want to see Tobey Maguire. Of course, I want to see Andrew Garfield. Of course, I want Green Goblin and Doc Ock. They just like, let's throw everything at the world in this. I went back and watched this movie before I saw Brand New Day, and it's so, the reasons why everything happened is so stupid. Like it's, everything is so stupid. If Peter Parker could have just sent everybody back at the beginning of this movie, done. But no, I have to change them. They need to change. And what happens because you changed it? Aunt May dies. Everything goes to shit. You lose your best friends. They have to forget who you are, and the entire world has to forget who Peter Parker is because you want to be like, no, we can change them. No, just send them back. Doctor Strange is like, bro, we need to send them back. What are you talking about? And then if you would have just shut up when he was making the spell, they would have never came anyways. It's like so many things about this movie, the plot. If you actually watch all the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, everything that happens is his fault. Like every bit of trouble he gets into is entirely his fault because he just overdoes shit. And this movie takes it to the 1000th power. It pisses me off. I love it though. I love seeing all the old characters. I don't like how they reuse some of the footage, like Sandman. What's his name? Something Church.
Yeah.
Thomas something those are reused scenes. The Lizard is reused scenes. They weren't really there for it because they were able to use CGI for most of their scenes and stuff. So I didn't like that. It pulled on my nostalgia, but I tried to watch it and I was like, I like this movie, but I don't like it as much as I did when I was in the theater with it. It's another one of those.
I can agree to that. Do you think William Dafoe still has it? Does he still has that?
Somebody find I think his Green Goblin in No Way Home was better than his Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the costume. He had the real costume. Of course, you can't put the mask on him, but he looks so much damn like a goblin anyway. You don't have to put the mask on him. Like, but he had the way that they made that hoodie turn into his shawl, and then he had the armor underneath it. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I was watching a scene, and Tom Holland was like, when they're fighting in the hallway, and Spider-Man is punching him, and then William Dafoe looks up and laughs at him. That wasn't in the script. He added that to it, and Tom Holland was like, bro, I was terrified. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
That scene was so dope because that's when they were in the apartment building, right?
Yeah,
and he punching him through the floor. Yeah. Him looking at him laughing. I did not know that was improv.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, it was great. I do love this movie. It's just one of those things when I go back and I try to rewatch it because it wasn't on Disney Plus for so long.
No.
So when I finally got to watch it again, I was like, oh, let me watch this. I was like, wait, it knocked down a couple levels for me. It's still a great movie though. Still great. Not shitting on it at all. But again, it like Deadpool and Wolverine jumped off a cliff as far as how much I like it. This one is just like a little hill, just a little dip. But that was number 3. Now I feel like we can understand. I feel like we know what number 2 and number 1 is.
Yeah.
So let's go to it. Number 2, Infinity War at $2.05 billion. Now we're rocking $2 billion, as these movies should. This is the Russo brothers in their bag. How do you take 10 years worth of movies? I forget how many characters. I think it was like 38 characters or something, and put them in one movie and make it flow cohesively. And they did it. And they did it perfectly. Like, to the point where I love how when the Guardians came onto the scene, they were able to switch the vibe of the movie, and it felt like a Guardians movie. Like the music, the soundtrack, it felt like James Gunn said, "Let me direct this little part of the movie." Like the tone of every hero when they showed it matched the tone of their movies, and it didn't hurt the overall project. I'm like, this is just a ginormous feat. And then we finally get Josh Brolin as Thanos actually acting. Man,
Bro,
I love it.
We got to give credit. We got to give credit to two people outside of the Russo brothers, the screenwriters for Infinity War, Civil War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely.
Mm-hmm.
Those two gentlemen right there, they take all of the notes that they get from the Russo brothers, from Kevin Feige, from Louis Esposito, Victoria Alonso. They take all those notes that they get and they go into like their cabin and get on their typewriter and they give you a beautiful beginning to end film that flows, that nothing feels like, oh, we just got to throw that in there. You know, Infinity War was so great. It first of all, it broke records with the trailer when the trailer dropped on YouTube. It demolished all previous records of any trailer dropping. And Infinity War was so great, they had us fooled because they had scenes in the trailer that wasn't in the movie.
That wasn't there.
That's how good of a movie it was.
The Hulk running at the end, and the Hulk's not even in it. I love how the fact that they were able to take. I know everybody loves Ragnarok. Ragnarok is cool. It's okay. I like it. I don't hate it. It's cool. I hate Love and Thunder. That's a different story. But they were able to take the Ragnarok Thor and put him in this movie, and they got rid of all that jokey joke shit for the most part, and they gave us the best version of Thor we had ever seen. Like the way that the Hulk takes over Avengers 1, Thor takes over Infinity War. Like that movie belongs to him as far as getting busy.
Yo, he did his the way that he stepped in and the banter between him and Star-Lord, incredible. And that's why they kept trying to replicate it. And what was that? And Love and Thunder, I don't even like mentioning that film. They just tried to go, too much into it. But everything was done the right way. When you have great screenwriters and great directors, you can say, "Hey, LaQuinn, read this script." You ain't had to do not one movie. When you got good directors and good screenwriters, you're going to be able to evoke emotions out of people to get them to do their job.
Yep. All right, let's hit number one. Staying in the same ballpark. We already know what it is. Russo brothers again with Avengers Endgame. Real quick before we talk about Endgame, my one critique for Infinity War is that at the end when everybody dies, well, that was crazy. That was crazy. First of all, when the Avengers lost, remember they lose in Infinity War. They lose. They do not win in that movie. But the stakes were like, man, I know they're coming back in the Endgame. That's my only thing. I was like, I wasn't really worried because like they'll be right back as soon as the next movie comes. But it was still crazy that they lost. But Endgame, what I liked about Endgame is that while it does have everybody in it eventually with the portal scene and Captain America finally saying Avengers Assemble, which was massive, this movie is pretty much for the original 6.
Yeah.
It's for the original 6. They strip it down. They're like, all right, let's go back to basics. Let's do that and make it a more story. Remember, I like story. Infinity War, I think, is more exciting of a movie, but Endgame is a dope story. It's an amazing ending. I'm mad that they didn't properly prepare for after Endgame, so that's why they got to bring everybody back. But I just think these two movies are perfect. 2.79 billion. We forgot to say the number. Go ahead.
And I think it's gonna probably get up to 2.85 with the re-release, maybe even 3. Never know.
It's gonna get close to 3. Yeah.
I have one major issue with Endgame, and that is Black Widow was not there.
Oh, that was so
that scene with all of the women.
Yeah, and no Black Widow.
Dude.
Yeah. I get it. I get it because she I love. I mean, I hated it at the time, but I get as far as a story. I love how it happened, and it was Clint that had to do it. I get the pull on the heartstrings, but you're right. For her not to be in the final battle is a tragedy. I will say this: the only thing that I didn't like about this movie is that, and I don't care what nobody says, and everybody's going to say, "Oh, you're just male, you're sexist." No, that's not true. I like Black Widow. I like Wanda. I like Okoye. I like all of them. Captain Marvel is a stupid character for the MCU. And the only reason that she's like this is because they changed her power set for the movies because they needed a strong female. And I'm sorry, it's gonna be a take, and people gonna come at me, but it's true. They needed a strong female for her, and they overpowered her, and they didn't know what to do with her. That's why she comes and goes randomly instead of being there for the whole battle. They had to change her power set in the comics. Captain Marvel was not always this strong.
No.
She was not, she wasn't beating up the Hulk and Thor. Like, no. What are we talking about? They made that for this movie, and they don't know what to do with her. They still don't know what to do with her. Is she even in Doomsday?
I don't know, but like, it shows so much they didn't know what to do with her. They messed up the limited series, Secret Invasion. Like, remember with old girl, she took like a piece of everyone's power, and
stupid.
Yeah, and one of the powers that she took was Captain Marvel's. Like, dude, if you have a being, a sentient entity of a power level that high, then why aren't they always there to save the day?
Yeah. So apparently you can just leave superhero DNA on the battlefield, and we can just walk around and pick it up and make a power out of it. And yeah, we don't talk about. See, I don't think Marvel's never going to talk about Secret Invasion. They're never going to talk about She-Hulk. And they're never going to talk about what. There was one more. It'll come back to me.
No, well, not Eternals.
No, you're right. Eternals. They're not going to talk about Eternals. And you know what? Before we get off of this, before we wrap, I just watched the Eternals because I'm watching everything past Endgame right now so I can get ready for Doom. I just watched the Eternals 2 days ago. It's not a bad movie. You know what it is? If you take it out of the MCU and just make it its own movie, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's just we was in the mindset of making everything attached and keeping the story going, and none of those stories went anywhere. Blade doesn't happen. The Black Knight doesn't happen. The Eternals went off into space, and we just said we don't care. So,
Marvel was on like their high horse, and they got humbled by COVID. If COVID would have never happened, they would have gotten away with putting out subpar, shows and movies while they were still waiting on the big guns, like Inhumans. They don't talk about that no more.
Nope. Well, the only reason they talked Inhumans is because they didn't have mutants. So until they were, if they had X-Men on the table, then they would have just did that. But they that's why in the comic books, I keep talking about comics. I'm sorry, I'm a comic nerd. In the comic books, they tried to change every like Wanda and Quicksilver end up being Inhumans, and Miss Marvel was originally an Inhuman in that, and they were trying to push Inhumans to the forefront, and they was pulling back on the X-Men because they didn't have the rights to the movies. Man, as soon as they got the rights back, that was a wrap. It was like, nope, give me all my X-Men. That was the top 10. But like I said, I want you to speak on it because I know you had something to say. Hold on, before you do it, I want everybody to notice Spider-Man is in the first, second, third, and fourth movie of all time. Oh, and the 10th. He is in 5 of the all-time movies for superheroes, Spider-Man. And there's no DC on this list. Go ahead.
I made a mistake and I thought Joker was in that top 10 category based off of box office sales because it did.
Made Billy.
Yeah, it made over a Billy. But would you consider that a comic book movie?
Yeah, it's a comic book movie. It just didn't make as much as Civil War. It made all these movies made a Billy plus. It just made less. Joker 1 is fantastic. I love Joker 1. Joker 1 is super great. Joker 2 is ass. Like, but
you've heard the rumors about Joker 2, right?
They didn't want to make it, so they purposely ruined it. Because it shouldn't. That was the studio trying to get money, and they were like, "No, this is a standalone. We're not going to see Batman swinging in anywhere. So let's make a dumbass musical."
Todd Phillips didn't want Lady Gaga in the movie.
Nope.
You know, but I guess we could say that for another day. I'm trying to think in closing, dealing with Endgame. Was it anything else? No, it wasn't anything. Okay, yes, I do have one more thing.
Go ahead.
I don't understand time travel.
Oh, I'm so over multiverse. I told you, I'm not a fan of multiverse. There's no stakes. There's no stakes in it. Like death is just, if I kill you, I'll just go get another one from a different dimension, or I can't wait for the multiverse saga to end. I don't want any more time travel. I don't want that be how you fix the issue.
Yeah,
it's too much of a cop out. That means there's zero stakes if I can just go back in time and fix something, or if I can just go to a dimension and grab another Professor Xavier. I don't know how many times I'm going to see Professor Xavier die. This is going to be like the 6th, 7th time that he dies.
Yeah, so hopefully after Doomsday and Secret Wars, they can slow it down with the whole, multiverse and time travel, because I don't get it. Like, I'm in my 40s. I understand Back to the Future time travel. Like,
yeah, that's all the time travel I want. That's all. No. If I want time travel, I'll go watch Marty McFly. But in my comic book movies, keep that shit out of here. I'm done with it. Like, let's make one world and call it a day. I don't want any more nostalgia films. I get it. After after Doomsday and Secret War, I'm done with the nostalgia. Let's move on. I'm so excited about, and we're going to record on this weekend. D23 is coming, and they're announcing the new cast for X-Men, supposedly, and some other future things for Marvel. So we're going to definitely record on that. But hey, this was fun. We went an hour and a half on this one. Went an hour and a half with this one. Your boy got to go play the Powerball, so I don't have to do this no more for breadcrumbs. But no, I'm just joking. I love doing it. Hey, sir, tell the people they can find you, man.
Yo, you can find me on all platforms at CIRCMONEY. All platforms. And once again, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like. Hit that bell notification, and also follow us on the I Snuck In Here podcast page on Facebook. It only takes 30 seconds to do both. Boom, boom, in and out.
Shoot, my boy done said it all. Hey, it's your boy, some call me Quinn. We thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for sneaking in here. And when you sneak out, don't get caught by the cops.
I'm setting the whole block.